Yeah, look, he's got the old green man, the original patch. Yeah, that shows how long you've been around for. Hey? That shows how long you've been around. Yeah. Yeah. It's really great to see them back on the mat and have the opportunity to give them their black belts. It's not, as I said before in the speech, it's not about how good you are to me or anyone else. It's just proving that you've grown into a black belt yourself, and you are a black belt in the essence of what a black belt is, which I think sometimes in hard combat sports that can get lost a little bit, and we don't want to lose the tradition of that. We want to be a black belt on the mat, and we also want to be a black belt off the mat. So it's important that we always keep that in mind. Jiu-jitsu gives us, I believe, special powers, and that we should be using that to better ourselves and help better other people. So I'm sure these two have grown into that nicely. So come on up, guys, and get your black belts. Wally first. And I think I can definitely say that all my black belts are my friends, not just my black belts. You spend a decade or more training with people on and off the mats. They're a little bit more than your students. So definitely the case with Paulie and Luke. Andre's had, if you don't, those of you if you're on the mat, you don't know Andre. Andre obviously is sight impaired, so he was, he trained under me very, very early. Like I was his first grappling coach. Ever. Yeah.
Only one that let me in the door.
Yes, when no one else would give him a shot, for obvious reasons, but I didn't see those obvious reasons. I saw other reasons. So Andre has done a lot with Luke as well. So I'm going to pass this belt on to Andre with my permission and love to pass on to Luke.
Thank you, Simon. One more thing before. I've been training here 2 weeks, right, as a white belt. Luke ignored me. The first roll we ever had, he says, this is verbatim, he goes, shut the fuck up, I know you've done something before. We're rolling. He sits in my guide and goes, time to die. That's been constant throughout the training, but now I'm not even so good. Time to be black belt,
Either of you, if you have anything to say, please.
I just want to say thank you, Simon. It's been a long journey, and it's awesome to call you a friend and a coach. Friend first and coach second. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. There's a lot to get
I'm really, it's quite an emotional experience for me because I've put in a lot of time to do this. It's been close to 18 years now, I think. It's been a while. I got asked this week a question by, I was going for a job interview. Someone asked me this question on the interviews. They said, what does success look like to you? And I said to them, well, this Friday, this is the answer I gave them. I said, this Friday, I'm actually grading for my black belt in Brazilian Jiu-jitsu. And the lady goes, oh wow, that's big. I said, yeah, but the thing is, what I class as success is not actually getting my black belt, but it's from all the friendship that I've built over the decades with all my friends. So the first person who I ever rolled with was Duncan out in the backyard. So he's come to watch me tonight. Second person who I ever rolled with is Luke, who Luke has been, Luke and I have been friends for almost 27 years now. I think we worked it out. And we wouldn't be far off it too. So it's been a really long time. Luke's always been a consistent training partner when I come down to the UFC, Universal Combat Academy. And then, obviously Andre, what he said is actually true. Andre and I spent a lot of time on the mat together over the years, and he's been a phenomenal help to me. And we've crossed, like, I'm really sorry, I'm a bit tongue-tied from the words, but I really appreciate getting my black belt off of Andre, because we've been through a lot together, and obviously you too, Simon. And the last person that I want to thank is my wife, who's been there for the 10 reconstructions on my right knee, the left knee reconstruction, the left ankle reconstruction, 3 broken arms, and the list goes on, from all the times pulling me out of hospital and bailing me out of jail and all the rest of it. She's gotten up to. She's been a solid, consistent life. So,
And the pain and suffering in between, right? No one sees.
that's right.
3 cheers for him.
I want to thank my lovely wife as well. Thank my kids for listening to my whinging for not being a black belt for 15 years. Thanks for reminding me. Thanks, baby. I love you. Sorry, Marianne.
And there's no doubt, like, I'll put it out there, Paulie and Luke, I mean, they've been the rough guys at the club for a lot of years. You know, we've had some brawls over the years, that's for sure. You know, people have said, why would you have people like that on the mat? People have said they're thugs. But, you know, are they still thugs? I don't know. Maybe not, but they're better thugs than they used to be, that's for sure. But, you know, that's what makes Jiu-Jitsu what it is. And I had the same thing said to me about Gary by my very own coach. I don't understand why you keep training with a guy like that. He's just a big guy, he's there to hurt you every session. And I'm like, well, that's why I train with him. And eventually those people turn around and they become black belts. You know, and it changes their life, and you're here to help them and give them a positive direction. And I definitely see that. And I mean, to me as a coach, that's one of the main things, right, is it's not giving out a black belt, it's giving out life lessons and seeing people have such positive direction in their life and changes from being on the mat, having experiences on the mat. And believe me, you know, we've had some battles on the mat. Yeah. I certainly remember some times at Riley's gym with Luke, that's for sure. There were a few challenge matches. And covering from Paulie's left hook. So it's great. You know, I think that's unreal. I love all my black belts. So I want to get a shot with the new black belts. I want to get a shot with all the black belts. I want to get a whole group shot. If anyone, it's getting late, but if anyone wants to roll, the mat's open. If you just want to grab some photos, that's fine, mat's open. So I've got some degrees to give out before we get photos done. Time spent on the mat. Massive congratulations to everyone who gets a degree. Like it's hard to get a blue belt. You get a purple belt, hopefully you're sticking around. You know, by the time you're brown belt, you're in. You get a black belt and it's awesome. But you continue training and it's just time, you don't have to do too much, but it's like a strike which seems so insignificant on a belt. But to us it's so significant because it's years and years and years of sacrifice, pain, blood, sweat, tears, dedication, loss of family time, you know, to be on the mat, to become who we are. So the stripes, that's, you know, what they signify. You know, it's a trophy of what we put in. So you should all be really proud. So Pete gets promoted to first degree black belt. Kurt to second degree black belt. Andre to third degree black belt. Okay, good job. Let's get some photos. As I said, if any